friends. This is Dedy Ti'en, author of Empower Yourself. Welcome to this empowerment series. Now, in this series, I'm going to share with you the big lie of positive thinking. Now, you might say, hey, Dedy, hang on a minute. Are you all right? Are you all right, Dedy? So you promote positive thinking, and why you say there's a lie in a positive thinking? Actually, I promote the opposite. I don't promote positive thinking. You see, when someone angry, I say, yeah, that's good. Feel it, don't suppress it. And when someone think negatively, I say, cool, feel that. Feel the energy inside of you. When someone frustrated, confused, I say, okay, sit with it. You see, a lot of gurus are the teachers. People are friends. Like when we angry, we go to them and we ask them advice. Perhaps you can relate to this. You ask them advice instead of like they sit with you and encourage you to feel whatever that you feel. They like, why you are angry? Now think positive. And then as a result of that, we suppress this emotion inside of us. And as a result of we suppress this and we don't feel it, guess what? You will become a bitter person and you go around. No wonder people sabotage themselves. They want to increase their income, impact, and influence, and yet they stay in the same place for that reason. How can you play at the Picasso level or Michelangelo level and you have this low level of frequency, of vibration in your body? You might not feeling it, but people can see it. You see, if you hold this low frequency energies down in your body, such as not enough, the feeling of not enough, lack of self-belief, self-confidence, guilt, emotional hurt, anger. If you have that in your body, people can feel that. You might not feeling it. People can feel it. And as a result of that, of course, when people can feel that in you, whatever that come out of you, they don't believe it. And how can they believe if they can feel that there's something incongruent? You talk about happiness and there's subconsciously there's something sending them message that you are not happy. you say positive, stay positive, and something subconsciously sends them a message, say no, he's not positive. You see, it's because we suppress the emotions. So I'm going to share with you the tactics, some tactics for you to release. That's the key. You gotta release these emotions rather than impose the positive thinking into it. And it's like band-aids. It doesn't do anything. You gotta go into that dark place. If you feel unworthy, you gotta go into it and feel it. And that's the first tactic, to feel whatever that you feel and accept. That's the first step, is to accept where you are at, and truly listen. Now, when I say listen, that doesn't mean you have to listen to people. Listen to yourself. Listen and tune into that feeling you feel in your body. That could be the tension in your shoulders. That could be because usually when there's tension on your shoulders, it's because responsibility. There's a lot of responsibility that you have to take responsibility for. Okay, and if you have, maybe there's a tightness in your chest, that's because you're already giving away your power. Perhaps maybe there's a tightness in your solar plexus, the this is where the energy of, your true power lies, like the fire. If you look at the chakra, from the chakra point of view, there's a like there's a fire chakra here, and that it's your power. You gotta own that, and you gotta own your power. And so you gotta feel. The first step is to feel whatever that you feel, and not to impose positive thinking. It doesn't work. You can read hundreds, thousands of books on positive thinking. You can go to seminars, workshops, unless you go into the true cause of the root cause of the issue. It won't fix. People like focus on the mindset. Now, this is not a judgment. It's just an observation. You see, they focus on their mindset. They focus on their physical body. They focus on their, performance, and yet they neglect the one thing that will help them to go to a whole new level, which is the emotional field that they in them, the emotional part. You see, the emotion. You and I are creatures of emotions. We are not logic. We are emotional creature. So that's why it's so crucial, my friend. You want to feel the emotions. To heal the pain, you gotta feel the pain. To release the anger, you gotta go into the anger. To release the depression, you gotta go into it and feel it. And as you feel it, you're strengthening your that emotional, that muscle of feel, and get used to feel that. As a result of that, you release that out of your body. So then when you go out into the marketplace, you go out into the world, people don't feel that in you. As I said, you maybe you are not aware of it, that you are feeling angry, because it's subconsciously in your body, but people can feel that, people can sense that. So the big lie of positive thinking is that when you feel angry, you just have to think positive thoughts, or when you feel think negative thoughts, you just have to replace it with positive thoughts. BS. When you think negatively, you want to sit with it and feel it, examine it. Why is that? Why that feeling arise? Not to try to replace it. You see, everything go through seasons. Like some season you just feel like you feel down. You feel like you have no energy. You just feel like tired, and it's like you don't want to do anything. You just can't be bothered. You gotta feel it, and it's okay. It's okay if you don't feel. If you can't be bothered, great. Maybe it's just your body's message, send you a message for you to rest, for you to just take time off. And why would you a lot of high performers, coaches, again, it's not a judgment, but this is what I observed. When people feel tired, they're like, "Why you feel tired? You gotta boost up your energy." We're like, "Hey, if I feel tired, I want to feel that. If I can't be bothered to do something, okay, I would just want to follow that, because that's the season that I'm in." You see, if you observe the tree, the tree in the wood, you don't see tree when it's winter. The tree say, "No, I don't want this. I don't want the winter. I want the summer." No, the tree just accept it. Oh yeah, it's winter. And same with us human being. When you feel down, you don't want to say, "Oh, I don't want to feel down. I want to feel high all the time." No, you gotta go and enjoy the plateau state, and you go through that cycle. You see, this is why the positive thinking, the big lie of positive thinking is that when you feel down, you have to feel like, oh, always positive. When you feel when you think negatively about something, and you have to think positively. No, you go through that cycle, and the main tactic that you want to cultivate is to feel, my friend. A big challenge for me years ago, I was this guy who feel nothing. I became this machine, like robot. I have no feeling. And as a result of that, nothing's working in my life. My relationship didn't work, my work, my business is all over because I don't, there is no feeling. But when you start to feel and accept whatever that you experience within your body and start to feel that feeling, you start to connect with people around you at the deepest level. You start to connect with your craft actually at the deepest level. If you're a writer, if you are a entrepreneur, business owners, you'll experience this. When you start to feel, you connect with everything at the deepest level. But when you don't feel, you are out here. You're cut off from the real things, the tangible things, which is connect with another human being. When you start to feel, you realize that the person who just cut you off on the road, it's actually another human being. When you start to feel, you start to acknowledge the client that you serve as a human being, not just as a means to an end of transaction. When you start to feel, every person that you come in contact with, you start to acknowledge their beingness, the being, in behind their humanness, if that's even a word. So there you go. That's the first tactic, my friend. The big lie of positive thinking is that when you think negatively, or when you feel angry, or when you feel depressed, you have to change it with positive thinking. No, you gotta go into that feeling, because as I said, it doesn't matter if you read thousands of positive thinking books, unless you go into the root cause of it, the issue, which is feel it, to release it, to release negative thoughts, anger, frustration. You gotta go into it. You run towards it, not run away from it by entertain with positive thinking. No, you run into the negative. You run into the anger, and as you feel it, you release it. And it takes time. It takes time. It doesn't just like that happen overnight. No, it's process. It may take you a whole of your life. But that's the beauty of it, the journey of it. The more you do it, the more you feel more comfortable, and then the feeling of like, I want to do more of it. That's what I experienced when I start to exercise this. When I got rejected by my partner, my from my clients, rather than I entertain with positive thinking and try to. I feel it. I feel that feeling of rejection. I feel that feeling of like, when I feel sometimes my self-esteem, questioning, or I feel like there is, one could say, my ego, again, hurts where someone says something that where he or she knows where it hurts. And I feel that I release the ego. I release the ego rather than I try to fight back or run away from it by thinking positive, or just feel it. You go run towards your feeling, and then you will amaze how everything in your life. You might transform everything in your life when you start to feel. So there you have it. Just to recap, to make it more in a, one could say, step-by-step approach on how you can start practicing feeling. So first is you can do meditation. Meditation is the most powerful tool. You see, you can sit down and feel the feeling, like ask what's going on inside my body right now, and feel the tension. That could be one tool that you can use. What else? You can go to the, one could say, the coaches that can hold that space where they are there to sit and listen. Not giving you advice or description, but more like listen, to allow you to feel. This is why a lot of people find a safe space or environment where they can just express themselves freely without the fear of judgment and without the fear of, someone would give them advice and all that, but just allow them to express themselves freely. So there you have it. Those are just the tools that you can use, like meditation. Find someone that you can trust that can hold you the space where you can express yourself freely, or a group, and start to feel. Start to feel rather than try to impose positive thinking into the feeling that you feel. I trust you gain some value out of this, and if you want more value, I highly recommend you to go to my website. It's www.dedytien.com, and also I give away a book. It's called The Change Maker's Manifesto. It will help you again uncover a lot of things in terms of mindset, in terms of your health, and in business, strategies. If you want to increase whatever it is that you want to increase in your life, your impact, influence, or income, the Change Makers Manifesto will definitely help, and it's free. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I shall see you in the next empowerment series video. Bye for now.